Good morning. This is Dr. Brenda Shoshana back with another message from the Unshakable Road to Love. What I'd love to do is share the principles of this book with you, because what it's really about is step by step developing a way to build your relationships, all of them, on a foundation that cannot be shaken, on the foundation of what I call the pillars of love, of real love, as opposed to counterfeit love, which is the illusion of love, which is the idea, well, I'm so much in love, and why is it hurting? Why am I in pain? If one of the pillars of love in this program is that if you are in pain, if you're hurting, if there's a lot of conflict, it's not really love. It's what I call counterfeit love. And it's really important to differentiate those two and to learn how to switch our basis from counterfeit love to real love. When we are experiencing real love, we cannot be hurt. We cannot. We cannot be in pain. Whatever happens, we are standing in a place of healing, of strength, and of givingness, rather than craving to receive, give me, give me, give me, or meet my needs, meet my needs, meet my needs. Rather than be in that kind of a space, we are in the place of, I'm here for you. It sounds a little impossible, but it's very simple. It's not impossible. It has a strong logical basis. And once you just try it, you'll see how good it feels. And when you see how good this new orientation feels, you won't even want to go back to the old way. You might not be able to, even if you want to. So let me get started with actually the first chapter, the most important part. When we build our relationships on a foundation, the question is, where are we headed? What is this relationship dedicated to? That's a very, very profound and important question that we never take any time with. We just feel, well, it just happened. I met the person, I love them. We have similar interests. We enjoy being together. Great, that's all great. But what is this relationship for? That's an important point. Is it to meet your needs, to make you feel good? Is it to make you feel secure? Is it dedicated to giving you an identity, feeling that you are valued and loved? These are very important questions. What is it you're really trying to get out of the relationship? The reason that it's so important is because if the relationship changes or alters, or if you lose it, or whatever happens, you can become very, very, very distressed and devastated when we build it on those kinds of basis. This relationship gives me my identity. It gives me value. If it's gone, I'm no one. Or if they choose to leave and we're rejected, we feel as if we've done something awful. We're not good enough. We're not worth love. Many, many of these feelings arise. And it's very important to know that they're not true. And they can be counteracted when we build our relationship on a really solid foundation. Now, one of the important pillars of love here, very important, is that another person can never meet your needs. Now, that sounds crazy. It sounds revolutionary. You say, that's ridiculous. This one met my need, or that one met my need. Maybe your temporary needs. Or maybe they were here temporarily and the things came together and they were beautiful and it met your needs. But all of life and all relationships are based on inevitable change. Inevitable. They change, we change, conditions change, new experiences arise out of the blue when we're least expecting them. So if we know the truth and live from the truth that we are always lovable, that we are always good enough, that we are, in fact, we don't need that from another person. we need to give it to others and to ourselves. That love, the love we're craving everywhere else, is right within ourselves. And what we need to do is express it, share it, recognize it, not just with a particular important partner, but with everyone, to build our muscles, our love muscles. And as we build those muscles by recognizing them and practicing them daily, 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 with whomever enters our life, whomever, then we'll begin to be on a road that will be unshakable in all ways. Whatever storm comes, we'll be standing strong. Very, very important. Whatever fight someone else wants to pick with us, we won't pick it back. We won't go into the dance of anger and rage. It'll be like a thunderstorm that came. We were there, we saw it, but we didn't get into the heart of the storm. We weren't whirled around by it. That's worth a lot. Lots of thunderstorms come. And they're not bad. They're just thunderstorms. They can even be beautiful to watch them if you're not caught in them, thrust around and thrown away. So here, let me read you a little quote from the book, and there are many quotes in the book, many, many insights from the scriptures of all the whole world, including Zen. And here's a little beautiful poem from Zen, which says, "Where is the road to Hanshan?" And the answer comes, there is no road to Hanshan. That's fascinating. Well, what road are we walking on in our relationships? Where are we going? What are we hoping for? What are we expecting is going to be? Where is the road? And this poem says there is no road. In other words, what's the preset path? What can I expect as I travel along wherever I'm going? Poem says, you cannot know. There is no preset path. And another beautiful poem answers and says, the road is made by walking on it. Now that's really beautiful. The road is made by walking on it. Each step we take, we are building the road, the unshakable road. This beautiful poem also asks us to take a moment and consider, what is our relationship for? What is it dedicated to? As I said before, we can, of course, dedicate it to being happy, to being well-liked, to meeting our needs, but that kind of dedication is tricky. It's tricky. And when we go to the pillar of love, which says no one has to meet your needs and no one can meet your needs, another person isn't born into this world to meet your needs. It's very interesting to see that and to say that and to know it. Why don't I dedicate my relationship to practicing the truth about love, to becoming planted in pillars and truths of love, to giving love, to becoming unshakable, to becoming a source of light and strength for ourselves and for others, for knowing the truth. That's quite a dedication. So then if you have that intention, you could also call it, what's my intention? What's my direction? Then when something happens, you flip back to your goal, your direction. No, I'm not dedicated to getting furious here. I'm dedicated to making each person I meet my teacher in what it means to love. So then you don't automatically get hurt and get pulled in. You keep mindful of where you are and what you're doing. And intention anchors us. A dedication, same thing. It anchors us. It gives us a different kind of direction, very profound direction. One person I worked with said she was dedicating her relationship, it's so beautiful, to being a sanctuary, a place of safety, a place of beauty, a place where people can come and feel safe and good and to rest in. That was her dedication. That's amazing. That's amazing. So many people are afraid of getting to a relationship. They're afraid of getting hurt, of getting all kinds of things. But if you are dedicated to making your relationship a sanctuary, that's a place for everyone to come and to feel peace and to feel at ease, not judged, not rejected. It's a sanctuary. It's a place to learn and honor life and one another. Love that. What other kind of dedication? How else can you dedicate your relationship? That's a homework assignment for the week. And if you want to connect with me and let me know what your dedications are, I'd love to hear them. They're beautiful to hear. Beautiful. They're beautiful. You can contact me at topspeaker@yahoo.com if you want to just write to me and let me know. And I'll tell you something. There are all kinds of dedications. And what you dedicate the relationship to is what you will actually become. Someone said, I want to dedicate my relationship to having fun, to loving life, to enjoying life, to playing, to being playful. How wonderful. This is going to be fun. I'm going to play. I'm not going to be heavy, serious. I'm going to make it a place of enjoyment, to see the beauty of life, to see the fun of life. This doesn't mean it has to be serious or downbeat. Not at all. Not at all. Someone else said, I'm going to make my relationship dedicated to being a place of discovery, finding out, learning who that other person truly is. Wow. We think we know everyone, of course, but we have no idea who's really there in front of us. There's a beautiful Japanese poem that says, if I haven't seen you for 3 days, it cannot be said that I know you. Wow. It cannot be said that I know you, which means, of course, we're all different. We change all the time. We grow. And so rather than holding the person as a fixed, steady image in your mind, this is who they are, and oh, got to see them again. No, my relationship's going to be a place of allowing that change, the newness, the freshness, a place of discovery. I love that. I just love that. It will, if you do that and make a kind of a dedication, you will see how it will affect every moment and every person you engage with every day, including and especially yourself. Because as you are, so will you be with others. We think we want to get this, get that, get the other thing from a relationship. That's very common feeling. The truth is, in a relationship, we can only give and get who we originally are. Get more of the same. If you're mad inside, you're going to get anger back, by and large. Not always, but by and large. So I invite you, this is an invitation. This whole program, I just wanted to share it online because I think these are such fabulous principles and they can so easily change things for people very quickly. I know they can take your sense of disconnection, loneliness, disappointment away. Boom, puts you in charge. It puts you in charge of what you're going to experience, what you're going to offer, and how you are going to respond. And before I stop for today, I want to say another pillar of love, which we'll keep going over. Another person cannot make you unhappy. It's your own response that causes the pain and the difficulties you go through. So when you become in charge of your own response, that's huge. It's true too. It's really true. So I wish you a beautiful week. I thank you for listening. I'd love to hear from you. And dedicate your day, dedicate your relationship. Write it down in a journal, do a little put a flower, anything that touches you, make a little ceremony about the dedication in the morning to remember and see what happens. Thanks again for listening and have a beautiful day. By the way, I have a weekly podcast and you can get it on www.zenwisdomtoday.com. Thank you.